This episode brought to you by Cree Brand Cat Litter. The kitty litter that can take anything that comes out of that little shitter.
Hey everybody, we're watching Captain Marvel and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
Welcome to Miscast Commentary's Movie Marathon.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
With two guys actually crazy enough to get this done.
And I have a bow and arrow.
Now here are your hosts,
Language!
Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody and welcome to Miscast Commentary, a special MCU Marathon Re-Zoom?
Re-marathon.
Re-Marathonaroo?
It's like Reanimator 2.
I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
Probably should have got that out of the way first before we got into that tangent.
Possibly.
And we are back. Like I said, we're doing some more MCU stuff. We got 3 movies.
I was missing it. I was missing the whole beginning. Da-da-da, it's Marvel.
I know. I apologize. But we're excited. We got 3 movies to do. Then obviously we'll have another break of these ones. We'll go back to our regular movies. 3 straight weeks of movies, though. Can't complain about that.
I will.
Okay. Yeah, if you can. Like, it's fucking free. What more do you want from us, you fucking ghouls?
You vultures!
All right. Well, only one way to get this bad boy going.
Damn right.
And that is to press
Play now.
And this
Somewhere
is
in the middle of when I said now is when you should have pressed
Yeah.
it.
So this is the special.
There he is.
Yeah, this is the Stan Lee tribute version of this. He died during post-production of this movie. So very sad. It was really nice. I remember sitting there and I remember just having like kind of the warm feelings and the cockles of the heart. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. When you're talking about those cockles.
I have big heart.
Oh, yes.
I have big hard
It's
cockles.
crazy that this movie is like an all-female.
thank you, Stan.
An all-female. Thank you for molesting me, Stan. An all-female movie paying tribute to a man.
Oh,
They probably killed them.
This is how it all goes. I know, eh? Why couldn't one of the women die?
You know, in episode or in comic number 15 of Captain Marvel, she jumps out of the page and molests the artist.
Oh my god, that would be
It's the real Stan Lee.
That would be amazing if at their very first opportunity they became as like gropey and gross as like Weinstein and stuff like that.
She just woke up from a rage Cree party. She's been snorting that blue shit.
She took a Annette Bening dared her to put a blue raspberry gusher up her nose
this
and
is
then
what happened.
sneeze.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Is this Buddy from Thor? Oh no, it's this guy.
It's just some dude.
Ooh, kind of look like Nebula or something.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. This is actually a really well shot movie. It is directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. This is the first movie that has a female director in the MCU.
Nice, congrats.
Also,
I guess,
there's multiple female writers on it as well. It is the only one that is written. It's the only movie of any superhero sort that is written by primarily females. Catwoman is the only one out of any other superhero movie. Catwoman is the only other one that has any female writers whatsoever. Like Wonder Woman doesn't, nobody else does. So that's another special thing that this one has going for it.
Where's this one in the timeline here?
This takes place in 1995. So of all of the movies in the MCU, it's technically second because Captain America, the first Avenger, would have been first.
Yeah, I mean in order of the films though. What's this one after?
This
Endgame?
This came after we did Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, and now it's this one.
Yeah. So it wasn't Endgame. It was Infinity War, then Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then this. Then Endgame is
there
next.
You go. Because I knew they threw this in there to be like, oh, who is Captain Marvel? Right?
Yeah, you probably need that.
Who's this person that just read
Judy Law.
Sexy Forever Law.
Jude Law.
Look at him.
In tons of movies in a fairly short period of time, all things considered. It's like Gattaca, Existence, Talented Mr. Ripley, Enemy at the Gates, AI, Artificial Intelligence, Sky Captain, and The World of Tomorrow, I Heart Huckabee's Alfie, Closer, The Aviator. He's the voice of Lemony Snicket in a series of unfortunate events. I forgot that.
On Netflix with
No,
buddy.
No, the original.
Power punch him. Do you think she
Jim
could
Carrey.
power if she power punched Iron Fist? What would happen to their fists?
I think it's just a normal fist bump to both of them.
Oh.
It's just like, ding,
Like a regular,
awesome.
I think she would kick his ass. Okay, so he just sorry, he just mentioned the supreme intelligence.
Yes. Yeah, that's basically like it's. I don't want to say like a hive mind kind of thing because it's not, but oh
shit.
cheater! I love the thud of that. It like felt very real.
She's like, yay.
Yeah. Going more into Jude Law. So yeah, he's on the Sherlock Holmes movies. He's there's a third one coming out soon. He's in the Fantastic Beasts movies, and the third one of that is coming out soon. He plays Albus Dumbledore now, and he's in the upcoming Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis.
Ooh.
So that's gonna be
well.
pretty
He's
neat.
been in a lot of shit that you haven't mentioned, like a lot of British crap, right?
Oh yeah, and then
all
like
types of stuff.
well, and he's been in like he was in Young Pope, then New Pope, and I skipped a bunch on here just for the
just
sake
did
of
the big
continuing
highlights,
to go.
right?
Yeah. Brie Larson had, as I was going through her resume, really interesting how many Marvel people she's been involved with.
Like in other movies.
In other movies. And I mean, now, the MCU is so big that maybe it's just hard not to be, but it was just, I found it interesting. As a little kid, she was in Raising Dad. It was a Bob Saget like sitcom, but Kat Dennings, who was in the Thor movies, is her sister.
In what?
It's called Raising Dad.
Raising Dad.
Yeah.
Who was their dad? It was like Beau Bridges plays a stroke victim who...
I literally just told you who the dad was.
It was Beau Bridges.
It was Bob Saget.
Oh, close.
It was pretty close. Yeah,
Close.
there's two B's in both. She was in 13 Going on 30 as a youngin'. Mark Ruffalo's in that. She was in the movie Hoot with Clark Gregg, Agent Coulson.
Oh,
she was in.
What the hell?
Yeah, she was in the Ben Stiller movie Greenberg, and that had.
Oh, I want to see that movie, actually. I forgot about that movie.
And that had Rhys Ifans from the Amazing Spider-Man. Oh. I know that's not an MCU movie per se, but it's Marvel. She was in Scott Pilgrim with Chris Evans. She was in 3 episodes of Community, which is produced by the Russo brothers, and every person from Community is in an Avengers movie because of that.
She was in... she's the Supreme Intelligence?
Yes.
Look at their eyeballs, eh?
Yeah, no, I like it.
She's
in, fucking sexy still.
Oh my God. What was that movie where she was totally naked in it? Bonfire of the Vanity? No. Tequila Sunrise or something, man. Sure. She just runs right through the whole room nude. I'm like, whoa.
Somebody's got to do it. The kids are all right.
Kids are going to be all right.
But yeah, no, but still going. So she was in Don John with Scarlett Johansson, Kong Skull Island with Sam Jackson and Tom Hiddleston, Unicorn Store with Sam Jackson. But then beyond that, she was in the United States of Terror. She was in an episode of The League. She was in Trainwreck, Room, which she won her Academy Award for, Between Two Ferns, the movie. And also just interesting stuff. She said if they were ever to make a movie of Metroid, she would want to play Samus.
Oh, no way.
Because she's a huge old NES
so
fan.
Cool.
And she was, I guess Lucasfilm was asked at one point, Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars and stuff like that. They said if they ever did a live action, who would they want? And they said that she would be their front runner for that.
Cool.
And that's a really popular character, so that's a big deal.
Who was she in Scott Pilgrim?
I can't remember her name in it.
Oh, I can't remember she was in that. And she was in, and she did The League?
Yes, she was in an episode of The League. She was the au pair, and then Taco starts banging her or something like that. No, not Taco. Rafi starts banging her and it gets all weird.
No.
Yeah. Oh, this is so cool.
These guys are neat. This movie had I'm glad we're watching it because I wasn't so impressed. I liked the movie, but I would rate it lower. I some of the twists and turns I didn't really enjoy.
Yeah.
There's some other things. I want everybody to know out there in Miscast Commentary Land that we are watching this movie. This is the first one since Valentine's Day break.
Yeah.
When my old lady broke up with me.
Yeah.
So we are watching a female-driven movie.
Yeah.
And it is getting me hot.
And it's totally fine now.
It's all about Jude Law.
Yeah, he's exploring.
Anytime you look at my pants, if I have a rage boner, I'm thinking Jude Law. I'll tell you it's about her.
Usually watching Alfie at that point.
So I want everybody out there in Miscast Commentary Land to call the line.
Yeah.
And now that I'm single, and tell me what you want to do to me.
Yes. Mostly murder.
Yeah.
So we're just we're getting the whole thing going right now.
This is our first introduction and look at the Skrulls.
It's our first look at the Skrulls and and it's not our first look at the Kree though, which is really interesting.
No, it is not.
The Kree get a lot of attention not only in Guardians of the Galaxy but throughout all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which predates Guardians of the Galaxy. Even Coulson, he's brought back to life with Kree blood and all that stuff. So it's a huge deal. If you pay attention to the whole of the MCU, the Kree are a pretty big ass deal.
What's his name? Was Kree the Conqueror or whatever? What was his name? Wasn't he Kree?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Ronan?
Ronan.
No, he
Wasn't
is.
he Kree?
Oh, he is Kree, yes. Ronan the Accuser.
The Accuser.
Yes.
This fucking guy.
I like the score in this too. It's got that. It kind of has like a little bit of the Thor Ragnarok, but not too like on the nose retro-y.
I am very, very interested, obviously, in X-Men and Fantastic Four coming. Mm-hmm. But if they need to get on X-Men quick because I would love to see the storyline of where Rogue steals Captain Marvel's power. There could be a whole thing that happens, and then we can get that Rogue story and where Captain Marvel's been missing for a long time, and you find out she's in Rogue's subconscious. I think that in one of the Captain Marvel movies, because like that one, it was like. Civil War or whatever, where they have tons of different characters introducing different things. Oh, look at they can breathe underwater. No, they can't breathe underwater.
Well, that whole thing, that's the whole thing about this too, is those are their breathing apparatus and stuff. They can go out into space in those suits, but they can't breathe without their helmets on. That's the thing that, like the weird little bubble shield that goes over their
on
face.
Earth? No, they can breathe on Earth.
They can breathe on Earth. They just can't breathe in space.
I wonder how far they are.
How far they are from us?
How far their planet is. Like, where the fuck are they at?
Galaxies upon galaxies.
That's
why that's why they use those jump point things, when they just kind of like disappear into nothing. And then so that's how they kind of get away with the whole travel issue. It's like, it takes them like a day to get somewhere instead of
using
16 million years. Yeah.
Fuck,
precisely.
Man, come on, right, you boy, little Stargate.
Yeah. This actually, they did, they talked about, or they talked to different like physicists and stuff like that. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Astrophysicists and things like that to get the theory of what would be kind of okay as far as like space travel and things like that.
Right. Yeah, because that's what I'm looking for here is a little bit of real.
I think that those little bits of real, even if you don't even really understand them,
add to the
but it grounds
believability of
it grounds the most ridiculous things,
right.
And it's just like, oh, okay, it looks like they put some thought into this.
Like, what the fuck, like?
Yeah, exactly.
It just adds to the overall believability of space people with yellow eyes. Although she doesn't have yellow eyes.
Yeah, that's fair.
When he's on another planet, his eyes glow green.
Yeah.
So the phobe?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh man.
So this movie, it had its own website like all movies do, but they did it like an old 90s website, so it was all like old HTML. It had like a real player doing like a low res version of the thing, like it looked full on like you were like going on like a GeoCities site or something like that.
So they are hunting the Skrulls right now.
Yes. What we know based on what we've been told, Skrulls bad, Kree good.
Right, and this is what the movie delves into, that maybe after watching it, I really thought about this one a lot. I guess, you think about all the movies when you're done watching them, but...
Yeah.
I guess maybe some people don't. But this was the kind of thing in the movie where I kept thinking like, oh, well, obviously there would be good ones.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Which maybe will make the inevitable turn even more so, because you're like, whoa...
Oh, of course. I mean, that's got to be, it's got to be absolutely everything, right?
I love Buddy that plays the Krull. Fuck, whatever. Yeah. The Buddy that plays the Krull guy, I love him. I just started watching him in, we'll wait till it comes up, I guess.
The Skrull guy, you're talking Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will get to him, obviously, when we get to him.
Oh, blue on blue violence.
Gemma Chan there, who plays Minerva, actually played somebody named Dr. Minerva in another one of the director's movies. God, so that directing team. So I don't know if like Minerva was like a character in the Captain Marvel universe, but they took her name from an actual movie.
Right.
What was it? It's Kind of a Funny Story, which was a movie by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck.
Whoa.
What was interesting too, I guess, you know how we've been talking about Keanu Reeves and how Kevin Feige has been really wanting
something for him.
They want to get Keanu Reeves in these. Apparently, he was offered the role that Jude Law is currently playing of young
shit.
Rog.
The Skrulls are badass motherfuckers, and they are going to be a very big part. I wonder if the next major issue they're going to have is going to be the Skrulls now that they've been introduced.
Without any spoilers, we can tell that there will be something to do with something in there. Zappy zap.
Damn.
The Skrulls will play a greater role moving forward. What else did I want to say? Oh yeah, Jude Law, I guess, was talking to Robert Downey Jr. prior to agreeing to do this movie because he didn't really know what to do about being in like this giant universe and all that stuff. And Robert Downey Jr.'s advice was literally he's like, just do your part and let them work you into the.
Sounds like pretty good advice, actually.
Yeah. And he's like, don't even worry about understanding any of the rest of it. Just do what you're supposed to do, and the rest will kind of sort itself out. And that was enough for him to agree to do it, right?
Oh, we're going to flashback.
Yeah.
There's Tom Cruise.
They actually...
Top Gun 2.
They actually were concerned by picking Brie Larson that they picked somebody too young. So they were like, is it even possible for her to be like an Air Force pilot this young? And that was it. They said basically if you were like, if it was somebody who was kind of fast tracked through the whole thing, then yes, you would, because she's like in her early 20s. And so
I 1000% do not mind. I know. I think I went to see it with a person. I will leave them unnamed. And they did not like the whole, like, let's show these boys what we're going to do. You know what I mean? I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
I don't care. Not one bit.
Oh, no, I didn't mind at all.
Stick it to me. They should have been brutal.
Well, like, the thing is how many opportunities have girls had? You know, it was Wonder Woman and this, right? And, like, unless you want to count Catwoman as a hero movie, which...
Good thing she's, like, unstoppable, because, my God.
I know. Well,
she's like the roughest children's, like, go-kart leap.
She starts getting the shit beat out of her. I love this, like the voices in the back this is like your first idea that she's not dreaming.
They're sucking the memories out of her.
She has like a Ray, like that had like a Ray moment.
Ray.
Ray.
I like her as Captain Marvel.
I do too. She was apparently like there's a lot of controversy. They just literally today, they officially greenlit Captain Marvel 2. Even though it was always going to be a thing, but like it was made official with her returning. And that was...
When is it today?
Yeah. And
That's kind of weird.
It's like, it was something that was like in place, but I think it was always planned, but they probably didn't have contracts signed or whatever.
Okay, people, I just want you to know right now that I'm not supposed to say this, but they told us first to tell you. We've always the scoop leaders.
Yeah.
It is official.
I didn't read it off of another website.
Absolutely not. We told them.
Yeah. But the something you didn't notice too is
this is how all my memories are.
Maria
fucking acid.
I know. Maria Rambeau there, her plane had her call sign Photon, and she is Photon in the comics. Among other things, also Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
There was some confusion too because anybody who doesn't know, Marvel and DC both had a Captain Marvel.
Well, and then there's also Marvel.
Well, and Marvel, that was the first Captain Marvel and all this. But Shazam is Captain Marvel.
Yes.
And what the reason why that's not the case in these movies is they had a little bit of a battle about that, and Marvel won. So
what's her name? The stretchy chick. She's also Mrs. Marvel or something.
Yes, yeah, that's also true.
Yeah,
but yeah, what happened is Pegasus. That's been mentioned in previous. I think Avengers mentioned it. And I think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. also did. It stands for, I can't remember.
She's feeling it. She's like, get out of my head.
Yeah, that's bananas. I just lost my train of thought.
This is a lame ass gun.
I know. Oh no. Anyways, so Marvel won the legal battle, which is why Captain Marvel isn't mentioned at all in Shazam. He's just named after his catchphrase.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, if they keep fucking around in her mind like this, she's gonna have Total Recall.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, man.
I think that's probably already happening. I can't even imagine what that must feel like. I think about the G-forces and stuff like that.
I just watched I got trapped in the loop there, the old YouTube loop of people training in the spinny. And it was like how many G's they could go. It's like, holy shit, their eyeballs roll back into their head and they like pass out. And it's supposed to be like, how fast can you come back from being passed out and like, right the ship? And it was crazy. I was like,
it was one of the scariest things I ever considered was when I saw, I think it was on From the Earth to the Moon was the first time I saw it. And then again in First Man, when Neil Armstrong was in the Mercury program and they were testing docking with another spacecraft and it started firing off its thrusters and spinning them in a circle, and it was spinning them so fast that they were dangerously close to passing out, and if they passed out they would have died there and just spun forever because there would have been no there's nobody to stop them. I do. I like her so much, and everything I see her in, especially when I get to see her, just being herself, I just find her so incredibly likable. Some things I just learned about her while I was watching that Running Wild with Bear Grylls. She was in that with him.
Oh, no way.
And
she's in surprising things.
I know. She'll just show, and that's the thing. She'll just show up and stuff. But what I found interesting was she actually has a rider. And it's the only rider she has for a thing. And it's an equality rider that everybody like below the line, like the crew, has to be like diverse and made up of women and people of color. She's like, I'm not going and just seeing a bunch of friggin' white guys and then just accepting that there was nobody else for the job.
Right.
So
that's good. I like that, actually.
It's good. I mean, like, yeah.
I think a lot of people like maybe had an issue with her. There was a smile, baby, come on.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, she's in some pretty serious situations here, man. What is she supposed to be doing? Making like flip remarks and like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I hear you. I love that. This is one of my favorite moments. And the thing, this was apparently improvised, and they just redid it. she
she's made that up on the spot.
No, not this. Sorry, I'm waiting for a very. This one. When she growls at them, I love that so bad.
Just wailing on them.
Yeah. Oh, but
I'm enjoying this more than I thought I did before.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if there was a movie,
you know what's funny is that her arms look like Samus's arm cannons.
Yeah,
from Metroid.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's actually a really good point.
Look at that.
I think the thing that was really oh wow,
she was running like she had bare feet too. That was funny.
I know, but I think the thing that was really kind of like to the detriment of this movie was just the fact that it was so close after Infinity War, because it was like this and Ant-Man and the Wasp, but then this. I was still like on an Infinity War high. It was hard to...
God, I'm still on an Infinity War high.
I know, so it's
holy God.
But yeah, it's just like one of those things that I find difficult.
Huge one that they keep in the basement.
That was No, her power wiped it off. Put on your mask, God. That's what it's for.
Oh, I like that mohawk thing.
I know, that's based on one of her like original designs.
Now, okay, this might be a little risque.
Okay, let's hear it.
But I would have liked to have seen her in a bikini or some kind of scene. If this was the 80s, we would have gotten to see a little side boob, something. Yeah.
But that's why we don't see it.
Okay, like listen, if I get to see all the dudes half naked, okay, and they're little skimpy undies fighting around, why can't I have a Kree shower scene? Or maybe a Navy one after a long day, her and her friend talking about, whatever, their tough day?
I think it would have been the most pointless thing in the world.
That's why you don't direct films, okay? Oh. Everybody knows him, right?
Yes.
Everybody knows it.
Do we all know it? Oh, she's gonna take off. This is like, and this is kind of like her Lost in Space moment.
I feel like it's not fair.
Well, no, but here's the difference. Women have been forced to be naked in in bikinis and that
point.
Yep. Well, or lose your career. And that's just a fact. For decades and decades and decades. So for one to go, hey, I want to be somebody in a movie who doesn't have to do that for a change. Like that's not that ludicrous.
Well, we need the Roger Corman Captain Marvel movie then.
Yes.
The
dirty.
Is there the dirty parody? I don't even know.
Oh,
they
I'm
must
sure
have the
there
Captain
is.
Marvel dirty parody. Too bad, like She-Hulk can't be in it. Oh my god.
Oh, She-Hulk's gonna be. I don't know when that's coming, but that's gonna be a Disney Plus deal.
The Joni Launer.
Planet C-53, just so we all know what we're actually
that
supposed
planet
to be.
is nothing but blockbusters.
Yeah.
That's where all the blockbusters went.
Present day, and they're all still open.
Yeah,
Do you remember that thing from last week tonight with John Oliver, the last blockbuster in Alaska? He bought a bunch of stuff from that Russell Crowe thing.
Yes.
I found that very funny.
Oh my god.
So originally, she shot that
She blew Arnold's head off.
I know, but
that was a thing.
Yeah.
That was like a wink.
No, it wasn't. It was.
Come on, she just blew off the biggest action star of all time's head on a poster.
The reason why it was that and not what it was originally going to be was strictly a rights thing. It was supposed to be The Mask.
Oh, really?
That was actually
there's the I was gonna try and name all the movies.
There were a bunch.
Hudsucker Proxy,
Jumpin' Jack Flash,
a Hook. Well, there's Babe.
Last Action Hero was there.
Oh, Babe.
But anyways, yeah, it was supposed to be The Mask because he looks like a Skrull. So she would have seen a Skrull and shot at him, but they couldn't get the rights for the movie.
What the hell? That guy looks like... Who the hell is that guy?
I don't know. He seems upset, though.
Hell yeah.
I like that, too, though. She was using, a thing, and but I think that's something that gets so ignored, especially in, sci-fi movies.
Oh, was that like a communicator to transfer her voice into, or her words into English words?
Mm-hmm. It's very rare. I know some people have, made mention to it in other... things, but I think it was this, and I think The Last Starfighter were the only ones to truly say, hey, by the way, we use technology so we can talk to each other. We don't all speak the same language.
They're essentially completely dry. They just came out of the ocean.
Yeah. Well, it's, they've got, they got to moisturize a ton.
Change into somebody. I'm going to change into a surfboard.
That would have been amazing if it were just a pile of surfboards. The actual means by which they're transforming and stuff like that is actually based on octopus. When you see the way they they change colors and stuff like that, and the way that's basically the pores opening and pigments changing and stuff like that. That's how they scienced it.
Okay. Well, check this out then.
Okay, let's do it.
We see a little bit of sexiness,
Yeah.
but it's not her. It's a Skrull.
Yeah.
What about that?
Sexy Skrulls.
No, but that's how we get to see her kind of some side boob, kind of thing.
But it wasn't a side boob. It was a full body wetsuit.
No, I'm saying in the sense of me wanting to see her a little bit,
I don't think there's any.
It's not.
There's
it's
no
not a deal
place
breaker.
for it.
It's not a deal breaker. But I'm telling you, if this was the 80s, they would have found a way.
I know, but that's the whole point. That's why it's wow, you couldn't be in a movie without doing that.
Oh, I don't make them like those anymore, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's good.
Oh, it's way better.
I've seen naked lady. I
can see him anywhere. Yeah. I can even go to a website where they take her face and put it on some other naked lady who kind of looks like her. It's like seeing her naked.
Yeah, pretty much. Veers. I keep thinking it was verse, but it's because I've been reading it more than I've been hearing it lately.
Oh, yeah, that's what they want. They want, the Skrulls want to be able to travel so they can plant their dirty green seeds all over the universe.
That's a good way of putting it.
Fucking bastards.
Yeah. When Brie Larson was cast and they announced it at Comic-Con, actually this goes back to the whole Captain Marvel in DC as well. The headline from CNN was, Shazam, Brie Larson is Captain Marvel. They got the wrong one.
That's a killer.
So that's just falls in line with how CNN reports everything.
I love that she can use a land. See, this is why we shouldn't get rid of landlines.
Yeah.
How are you going to contact other galaxies?
Well, she didn't just use a landline though. She had to put a bunch of Radio Shack tech in there.
Some sweet 90s tech.
Yeah. Well, it was literally
this is wires.
Oh, and then now we get to see Ben Mendelsohn.
There he is
as a face for the first time.
He's got some.
Oh, but this is the way better face. This, he's still probably my favorite, non-superhero of all the Marvel characters. Coulson is back.
Oh, look at how glorious his hair looks.
I know they did. This is the only movie of all the MCU movies where they had to de-age people for the entire duration of the movie.
Oh,
So because him and Sam Jackson are both
there
quite
he
de-aged.
is. I totally, not even kidding you, forgot that this was like a buddy movie with the two of them until like right at this moment.
Yeah, this is their Lethal Weapon.
Oh my god!
Except none of them are
There's
too
a
old for
post
this.
for Melancholy in the Infinite Sadness.
Oh, the background is like
Rock
friggin'
the vote.
swimming. Yeah, it's just swimming with like things that only we understand.
As a Game Boy.
I feel bad for poor like 20-year-olds and shit who are like, I don't understand any of the shit that's
I
going on.
don't feel
in
bad
this.
for them. They're 20. They got their whole lives to ruin. I'm so jealous.
They're gonna be like, man, remember TikTok? Like when they're
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. I'm taking my shirt off.
All right, Todd's taking his shirt
This
off.
de-aging.
Oh, I thought he had a T-shirt that said TikTok, and he's like, look how
Oh my
on
God,
point
that'd
we
be
are.
Amazing.
I
Well,
actually,
it did work out that we're doing this on the day that they said
Yeah.
that they're doing Captain Marvel 2.
yeah,
Like, I mean, that's pretty fucking weird.
yeah. I think it's probably because of us.
She knows she's better than all these motherfuckers, too.
Yeah, I like this too because
Oh my God.
this takes place at a time that like predates these guys knowing anything, so it's kind of fun watching them think that all this shit's ridiculous, even though it's been their job.
Right, for so long.
Yeah,
The surfer dude's got the moves.
that's Bodhi, I think.
I dig her costume, too. They changed it. I dig it. Maybe she'll get a new
Yeah.
one now that she's on the team. I'm dying to see... Well, I mean, the more time goes on and the more previews I see a Black Widow, I'm actually very interested in seeing the movie.
I
I
am
got to go
too.
anyways.
Yeah.
But I'm dying to see the next Avengers movie with the new team together, with
Yeah.
her and Black Panther. And
I'm very curious to see because we got another Black Panther movie coming as well.
oh yeah,
We've got.
I'm
there's
very
a
much
lot of
looking
stuff.
forward to that.
I think
I don't know what other bad guys he has. I don't know Black Panther very well. I just know that I like him. I think he's badass.
I like him too. I think there's a lot of stories you can tell with that, and I think a lot to tell that we didn't really get to see since he's kind of like opened up, Wakanda to the world and stuff
Right.
like that. Like there's you can have kind of a thing that it's like, oh, that's backfiring on them because now people are kind of coming in and demanding their tech or,
Help us.
Yeah. So who knows?
I'm like, this is why we never helped anybody because now it's a shit show.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Fucking doorbell's ringing every 10 seconds. Handouts, handout. Get a fucking job.
Fair enough.
Oh, look, you're reading the Mallrats script.
I know. But they actually had to, according to Kevin Smith, they actually had to they had to source like audio from the movie because Stan Lee was in such rough shape that he couldn't like speak really well.
Oh my God, so this plunk
During
this
this movie?
half-dead body down.
Pretty much. I like the way she walks with such a weird confidence. Well, not a weird confidence because she's
Hi, dearie. Your teeth are way too nice for your age. That's how she knew.
But there's something nice about this, and I think like the fact that she's not going through her origin story, and that helps because like she knows her powers. She's like confident in what she can do.
The shocker is this is not a Skrull.
Yes, this is
Just some lady.
this is just an old lady who's on a really good keto diet.
Exactly.
Boo. I see these kind of fights on trains all the
Oh
time.
my God, all the yeah, right. All these people are gonna hold her back.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I don't think that they would be that much of a problem for them.
Oh, she dropped her gem, her jewel.
Yeah, everybody's.
Is it the jewel of the Nile?
I don't think it's the Nile. Speaking of which, I just saw what's his face? Kenneth Branagh's doing another Agatha Christie Hercule Poirot movie. Death on the Nile is a little bit of a sequel to. I don't know if it's a sequel, or just another story from Murder on the Orient Express.
I want to watch that movie. I don't
Yeah.
know if it was supposed to be any good or not, but
It
I
was
was
supposed to be
interested in
good.
that.
Another big cast too in this one, like Gal Gadot and all those good people are.
I'm very jazzed for Wonder Woman 1984.
I am too.
And I'm very glad that in the previews they have not shown Cheetah.
Yeah,
Because you know people
or
are
her
going to
as-
they're going to have a shit fit. No matter how good she looks, people go, she looks stupid and blah, blah, blah. And like I said before, it's going to be great for Kristen Wiig. She's going to be big after this movie.
I don't know. The way friggin' DC movies go, they'll probably be like, I want to see the other cut where she's in it more. Like,
Oh, this Snyder Cut thing has still got
it's
legs.
still going.
And they're people are actually talking about like funding it, like the actors that were in.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are joking me. Like, just get the fuck over it.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, too, I don't even believe that for a second because fucking, like, Ben Affleck has nothing to do with it anymore. Henry Cavill has nothing to do with it anymore. Like,
where did everybody go? Just like at all real blockbusters.
Yeah.
I wonder if Blockbuster was around, what they would cut out in this movie. Probably all the strong female roles.
Yes.
And in its place would be...
it would mostly just be a movie about a cat.
Yeah, exactly. A male cat.
Yeah. It would actually just be mostly... What was the name of that cat movie with Christopher Walken and Kevin Spacey?
9 Lives.
There it is. It would probably just be that movie.
Oh my God, 10 Lives. He won one from another cat. Sequel time, baby.
Nice. People are looking at her weird, but I don't feel like they're looking at her weirdly enough.
No, come on. In this day and age, nobody would even bat an eye.
Yeah, the 90s were pretty nihilistic. He looks a little bit like...
I know. Oh, everybody wants to punch me. I'm sorry.
I know. He looked a little bit like Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh,
like, just kind of like a nerdier Kyle MacLachlan.
Tirana or something.
No, this doesn't.
It says Los Angeles City Angels.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, Captain Marvel, you lost him. This movie so far very much reaches and actually exceeds so far my action quota.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's been very, very action-y.
Do you know what's really kind of ironic? Is the fact that the first time he actually sees the alien. That's great.
Now he thinks that Coulson is an alien. He doesn't get it.
Yeah. I like the fact that somehow you were a little more distracted watching the movie the first time with it when we were together watching it.
No, I wasn't.
I actually have footage I was listening to just the other day of you telling, like, you being like a little
didn't I drink a Tetra Pak of wine?
Yeah, you were a little drunk, and you were constantly telling me about how you needed to piss, and you were constantly telling me how you were like trying to get through all the popcorn so you could go get more popcorn, and then you left.
It's called priorities.
I know. It's like, look at this.
Pancho.
I remember seeing this Alta Vista thing and just like losing my mind.
God, look at that. I didn't even have a computer at these times.
I know. Oh God.
Oh my God.
All I remember is around this time, maybe around 95, maybe 94, was when we used to go to our one friend's house and he was like the only one who had proper internet. And like all we did was like those like Faces of Death type things, and like you just watch like fucking like people with like fucking like toothbrushes in their pee holes.
Yeah,
you know all about
this
that
guy.
Now.
Oh, here he is. Oh,
yeah.
Smile, baby. Come on. Why's the girl so pretty? You look. You're gonna be so serious.
I don't like women smiling. I don't like that.
Oh, sweet.
I like that too. Like it always feels a little on the nose.
Boobs, there you go.
Oh, there you go. You got what you wanted.
There you go.
No, but it always feels a little on the nose with like all the women and all the soundtrack stuff. But I love the soundtrack for this movie.
It was a little... I feel like the soundtrack was a little pushy on the whole, like, this is a woman movie, but I love that era of music. So, you know...
Yeah.
Fucking A.
He plays a doctor a lot. He's a stand-up comic.
What is the... I'm all...
Elastica. The connection.
And her lip.
Yeah. Oh, I found that bothersome. So let's talk Ben Mendelsohn. Now that we got him back on the screen, he disappeared from us for a little while. Known very well, obviously, as director Krennic in Rogue One, a wonderful Star Wars movie. Some of his earlier roles, Quigley Down Under. He was in Sirens.
Oh my God.
The old Elle Macpherson something or other. Vertical Limit, Knowing, The Dark Knight Rises, Exodus Gods and Kings. He was in Ready Player One, Robin Hood. He's got a decent career, and I like him a lot. I do find him very enjoyable. Sam Jackson got his new stuff that he's coming out with. He's in the new Saw movie, Spiral, the Book of Saw, which is actually being produced by Chris Rock.
Oh, isn't Chris Rock in it as well?
Chris Rock does the star. It actually looks quite good. It's more of a cop thriller than a horror movie, although the horror aspect is still there. But it's like, it's a much different. Well, I don't want to say it's much different based on seeing one trailer, but it's something.
Kiss him.
That would have been amazing.
That reminds me, like, when you see their guts, okay, you know, I just thought right now, okay, crossover comic book graphic novel.
Yeah.
Skrulls versus aliens.
That'd be interesting. Although I feel like the aliens would...
No way. Numbers versus numbers.
I guess.
It'd be just a wave after wave of Skrull going after all these aliens.
Yeah. But depending on what you're doing with the aliens, because you can get a lot of aliens going at once.
That would be cool if that, well, I'm sure there's tons of Skrull. Don't get into a land war with the Skrulls, is what they say out there in the universe.
Is that what they say?
Fucking right.
Also, don't get into a...
I'm only happy when...
I was a huge fan of
coming, me
back
too. They're coming with, they're opening for Atlantis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Man, I feel bad for anybody who didn't come of age in the 90s, because those are the only concerts that exist anymore.
Okay, if you didn't come of age in the 90s, go to the Alanis Morissette Garbage Show, and some woman will help you come of age.
Yeah. Or go to that...
Oh my God, Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition.
Yeah. Also, though, you can go on Broadway now. They have that Jagged Little Pill Broadway show.
Oh my God.
And they had a performance on one of the late night shows, and it was the girl singing like, I got one hand in my pocket. And it was the worst performance. Not only was it not well sung, but the girl was like acting out every moment. Like, I have one hand in my pocket. She puts a hand in her pocket, and the other one is given a high five, and then she high fives somebody in the audience. I'm like, I don't need you to spell this out for me. It's already pretty much there. You know what I mean?
This.
Lord.
I need this right now.
Sam Jackson also in an animated movie coming out called Blazing Samurai. Ooh. Features Michael Cera, Mel Brooks, and Ricky Gervais, as well as a fuck ton of other people.
Mel Brooks.
Michelle Yeoh and like a bunch of other people are in that. And also he is going to be in what is it? That animated Marvel What If series on Disney Plus.
I want to see that one. That one's going to be pretty cool.
I like that too, because all of the people from the movies are voicing their roles. Which is really cool. And he's in a movie called The Asset that's coming out. And
she's got a Nin shirt on.
Yeah. They made like a special like 9 Inch Nails Captain Marvel shirt, the way like with the artists that made the 9 Inch Nails merchandise and stuff like that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. This is an interesting thing too, because again, not only do you not have a lot of female leads in any of these movies, but you have one who's considerably younger than everybody else, who's kind of like, I'm running the show kind of thing.
Yeah, she's Captain Marvel.
I know, but like
that's she's running the
but
show.
To them, but to all these people, like they know nothing about her other than she shoots like hand lasers,
and she's tough as nails.
Yeah.
Nails, the wrestler that came after the Big Boss Man.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
The one who got fired for beating up Vince McMahon.
Of course.
That's the one.
He's the first guy to beat up McMahon.
And then he starts doing it for a living after. I wonder how he felt about that.
Right?
He's like, I get fired for beating him up, and then like he starts getting into matches.
Yeah.
This became his life for like 10 years. So what was really interesting...
How does that prove he's not a Skrull? He doesn't know what Skrulls can or cannot do. He just wreck the fucking jukebox.
Literally what it's about to say. I love that. I love that a lot, just because it's exactly what you just said. It's the logic that sometimes
like,
movies refuse to have that logic sometimes, and when they're like kind of with you, on the same page as you,
I like that, actually.
Yeah, and it's like pointing at a plot hole that's not a plot hole because they're pointing it out type thing. Yeah.
Oh, the creep.
It's a good thing this is a long drive, so they can get like, okay, I'm going to take the time to listen,
really, yeah.
And you're going to have to explain a ton of shit to me. They've been in a lot of movies together. I think this is their 4th movie together.
Holy fuck, eh?
So, yeah.
I find that really crazy that she was in so many movies with all the stars of the other ones.
Oh, it just kept going and going. Like, but it's like we said, though, there's so many of these movies now, right? There's fucking, 22 of them that are out right now?
You know what?
23, I guess, if you count The Incredible Hulk.
Right.
And, yeah, so it's a lot. This movie,
okay, sorry, go.
I was going to say, this movie, I think suffering from the same thing that we were talking about, this being like just so close after Infinity War, is actually tied for the lowest rated of all the movies.
Marvel movies.
Like I did that running count like we did before. I kept that going. So just as a reminder, Avengers Infinity War was number 1 with 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Avengers 1 has 8.1. Guardians is 8. Iron Man and Thor Ragnarok is 7.9. Captain America Winter Soldier and Civil War are 7.8.
I think they should be higher.
I agree.
That's crazy talk.
Like those are about 9s to me
fuck
easily.
yeah.
Guardians is 7.7. Doctor Strange is 7.5. Spider-Man: Homecoming is 7.5. Avengers: Age of Ultron 7.4. Ant-Man and Black Panther are 7.3. I would put Black Panther higher, but
7.3. That's it.
yeah.
Come on.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is 7.2.
I'd put that there.
Yeah, Iron Man 3, Thor, and Thor 2 are all 7.
Should be way lower.
I would put Iron Man 3 and Thor 2 down. Thor 1 was fine. Iron Man 2 is also a 7. Yeah, okay. Iron Man 2 also 7. Captain Marvel and First Avenger. Captain Marvel and Captain America First Avenger are both 6.9s.
6.9.
So, I mean, we're not talking like a gigantic difference between like them and being kind of middle of the road, right? But I think that a lot of that has to do specifically with the
I like that they hired her kind of young. She can age with the role.
yeah, for sure. But also there's a thing to like the Kree blood and all that kind of stuff. Like she might be older.
Right, but just look. Oh my God, how old must what's her name be then?
Annette
Bening. Woo.
Oh, she's her real age,
She's still
140.
hottie.
But the
Which is half as old as what's his name, her old man.
yeah, I heard a crazy rumor, and I guess Kevin Feige also finds it just as crazy. There was a rumor that Daniel Radcliffe was up for the role of Wolverine in the MCU
Sweet.
thing, but then Kevin Feige basically said he's like, we're years away from an X-Men movie.
What a
It's like-
fucking bummer.
He's like, well, they have to try a way to feasibly work the mutant thing into all of this, and just like you can't just all of a sudden the next movie go, yeah, by the way, there's mutants now.
Yeah, sure. They were always out there. We just didn't know they're called mutants.
No, if
Some
you
people thought that they were, because they were, masked and did superhero stuff, that they were the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But no, they're mutants.
yeah, I think you're gonna need to slowly introduce the fact that they're there first.
School detective work.
Yeah, but like you can't just like people would lose their friggin' minds if just all of a sudden the next
They're
movie was
going to
X-Men.
anyways.
I know, but like.
But I hear what you're saying, though.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, there's a right way to do things, and I think that they're willing to play the long game, which is
And
what they've always been doing. So.
The Skrulls are not necessarily involved with the X-Men a lot.
Yeah.
But, actually, the crossover stuff, but
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four deal with the Skrulls a lot.
The Skrulls actually began in the
That's
Fantastic
their,
Four.
little kitty.
Interesting thing is every time that Brie Larson is in a scene with a cat, the cat is either a puppet or CG because she's allergic to cats.
Oh,
So they had to get a little lazy on that, but it is what it is.
a little lazy.
well, not lazy, but like just a little like, oh, why are you doing that? Like, it's like that friggin' Harrison Ford movie. He's like, I hate dogs. Well, why are you doing a movie starring you and a dog? Like that kind of thing, right?
The movie has to cost $100 million more so the dog can be CG'd in.
I did this movie in 1977 with some giant dog. It was a nightmare. You mean Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
So they're in like the old archives of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The Ark of the Covenant's around the corner there.
I love.
This is the...
Nice. They look like.
here's all the
beta tapes.
ring tapes and
Yeah.
all the Candyman sightings.
That would be amazing if you could like actually like zoom in and see some of those files and see if like they did some cool Easter eggs or if they were just writing down like nonsense shit like
I loved in Guardians when you go to Buddy's place and he's got all the other guys in the glass.
Oh, yes.
What's his name? The Collector.
The Collector,
And he's
yeah.
got all. They love that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm playing the Spider-Man game on the PS4 and I just ran into the Sanctorum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just
The Sanctum
it's just
Sanctorum?
there. He's like, oh, nice looking roof of this place, and I was like,
That's
that's the Sanctorum.
That's funny.
She's Cree.
We are.
How does she
discovering-
know?
Well, it's probably the language. She had written stuff down and it was in another language. So
I think Captain Marvel could take Wonder Woman.
that's a great question.
Whoa.
I don't know. It's hard to compare. It's an apples to oranges kind
They're
of.
both pretty damn strong.
Yeah, and it's just like it's kind of like when you have that Thor versus the Hulk kind of thing. It's like, yeah, the Hulk is like basically an invulnerable like beast, but that's basically Thor's wheelhouse.
Right.
So it's
Well,
just
but he's got the lightning and the
Yeah.
The beautiful hair.
That's the big thing.
Fucking
Well, it's all down
asshole.
there. Ooh.
Uh-oh. The last person to see them live was their girlfriend.
Hells yeah. I love seeing a beeper too. I had somebody really respond to me on Facebook one time. Somebody was doing like a retro thing and they're like, hey, remember these? And it was just a picture of an old beeper. And I'm like, no, I don't, because I'm not a dirty drug dealer. And then
That's totally true, eh?
and then the person
5 beepers.
and then a person responded to me. They're like, I had one and it was so my parents could reach me and let me know when they needed me to call them and blah, blah, blah.
When they could reach me when they needed drugs.
Yeah, I know. But they said that and I'm like, dude, it was a joke. And like he did, and he was like, yeah, I know it was a joke. That's why I didn't take it seriously. I'm like, then why did you say anything?
Yeah, like why did you say you fucking turd bag?
Yeah.
Oh
That
shit.
drives me friggin'
It's
bananas.
all coming back to me now.
Yeah. Somebody made that point in like some of the trivia. They were like, this is the second movie where Sam Jackson works with somebody suffering from amnesia, like going through the thing. And they was talking about The Long Kiss Goodnight with Gina Davis.
What a film.
That was great.
I still remember that other one where they ripped off the whole scene of the bridge explosion.
Which one's this?
I don't know. It was another movie altogether, and it had the exact same bridge. Like they sold it. Like they were like, "Oh, the movie did garbage. We'll sell you this."
Is that like
whole
the
scene.
Michael Bay thing where they keep reusing the same cars flipping over thing, and they even used it in Transformers, but then they just had CG stuff happening over top.
Oh
of
my
it
god,
too.
that's hilarious!
But they had like three. He had 3 movies that all had the exact same scene in it. That's pretty. I found it hilarious.
Why not? It's like the Wilhelm scream, or like that same car crash that they show in every trauma movie. Or when the car flips, you can see like this bar underneath it, and they use it in like every trauma movie.
Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do. That's why I like that guy who made like, it was like Ninja Terminator and a bunch of other movies like that. And literally he just basically took footage. He shot like just a ton of random footage. And then he would go and he would shoot tiny bits of scenes with like English speaking actors.
Right.
And then he would just cut the random footage into the movie.
I love it.
And there would just be these random action scenes with like actors who've not been in the rest of the movie. And
That's so killer. That's how you make a fucking movie for real.
oh, so good. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, he knows what the fuck's up.
Oh, that was a thing there.
You could tell every look Sam Jackson gives is like he's about to say, you motherfucker.
he thought it.
Yeah, well, he thought it all right.
Oh, she saw herself in the back of that picture.
Yeah. That is that must be a mind job.
A mind job. Look at shout out to AT&T. Look at that. Still going strong, AT&T.
I want one of those.
Not like Blockbuster. They must have been proud of themselves in this movie.
See, that's something I was actually curious about because I was at the store the other day and I saw it was a Blockbuster the game. And it's just like a movie trivia game.
Oh.
But
it's like you stand behind the desk and people come in and you click, what should I rent tonight?
But the box looks like an old like Blockbuster rental box and all this stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
bad time to be at the library, bro.
I love rooms like this for these types of scenes. Like I love the slipping in between things and
slipping in between things.
You know,
that's his favorite part of any movie. They're slipping in between things.
I'm sorry,
during the movie.
Most of the movies I watch, there's 2 naked people and the guy's slipping in between things.
Exactly. Slamming in between these. Oh, the old throw a roll.
See,
the gag reel roll and get them to go over that way.
I'm at the point of seeing that so many times where if somebody tried to do that to me, I would immediately point the opposite direction and go, he's that way.
Exactly. I'm surprised. I was hoping somebody would be like, I heard somebody's over here.
Yeah.
Everybody run this way.
Uh-oh.
He is in a show directed by Jason Bateman on HBO called The Outsider, which is based on a Stephen King book. I saw the first episode. It was really good.
Cool. Jason Bateman is friggin' nailing it lately. He's got an Emmy for directing.
Yeah, he's really good. He's going to be a big director, but he's going to be the next Ronald Howard.
Yeah. And you got Ozark, which is really good.
I never saw Ozark, but I know it's got like 3 seasons and it has a great actress. What's her name?
Laura Linney.
Laura Linney.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
If Laura Linney's in something, it's immediately good.
I agree.
You don't even have to don't even watch it. Just know it's good and just move on with your life. So she can start phoning it in and living an easier life.
Uh-oh.
Kind of complete the look.
He's got some like overbite thing. He's got like a little bit of a lisp or like something.
Well,
my God.
He's Australian, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah. No, he does.
Yeah.
At first I thought it was the makeup.
Yes.
When he was wearing the scroll makeup, I thought it was, but then I saw him in something else again. Maybe it was Rogue One or something. And when I heard him talk, he's got like a lisp. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with it. I like his voice. I think it gives him even more character.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I want that guy to host my birthday party. Not you, Coulson. You look gorgeous, though.
Oh, God,
Gorgeous bastard.
I love him so
His
much.
jaw
He was
moving.
just in an episode of The Conners where him and Jennifer Grey, playing his wife, invited Laurie Metcalf into their marriage so they could have like a little plurality thing going. So I think you actually get to watch three-way sex in that episode of The Conners.
My God.
Give me 5. Give me 5. I just totally nailed it. Give me 5. That would be amazing if somebody did that. Eh? Come on, slap 5s.
Bro.
Interesting thing here, they're about to get onto a Quinjet. And the Quinjet, when you see the inside of the Quinjet, that is the same Quinjet that they use in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
They just use that set. The rest of the Quinjet is actually CG because it's only like a chunk. You know what I mean? You see
I
how you
don't.
scum.
Yeah, you see, hey, consider you scum a competitor crusty. Hey.
So let's talk box office.
Let's talk.
For
what
a
do you want
minute.
to talk about?
So I said how this was like the lowest rated, or tied for the lowest rated of the movies. It's in the high end for the box office. For domestic box office, it's actually number 5 of all of the 20 movies we've done. It made $426.8 million domestic. So it's only behind Black Panther that did 700, Infinity War that did 678, Avengers 1 that did 623, and Avengers 2 with 459. So it was number 5 there, and then it was number 7 worldwide. That order is a little bit different. So it's Infinity War was number 1 with 2.5 billion. Avengers 1 was 1.52 billion. Avengers 2 was 1.4 billion. Black Panther is 1.35 billion. Iron Man 3 was 2 billion. Same with Civil War. And then Captain Marvel was 1.1 billion.
So what just happened there? It looked like she had a real cat going on.
Yeah, no, it's all fake.
It was all fake. Movie magic,
Movie
eh?
magic. Well, unless it was just like a hand or something like that, in which case it just wasn't her.
Oh, and I got
I
the
know.
kitty on the
nice to have.
dashboard.
It's nice to have a thing.
See, right away, that cat, they were hitting some good G's, man. And that cat did not pass out. Is
You know
that a
what?
thing? Is there somebody call me right now and tell me I need an animal expert, hopefully in more of the pussy range of animals. The cats.
Yeah.
What's new, pussycat?
Oh, you sang that, and it's so amazing that you sang that because I just pulled a prank on my mother that was the best. I went into her Google Home and set up a routine that at 7:56 p.m. every day, the Google Home like voice would go, "Let's party, you jerk," and then play "What's New, Pussycat" immediately after. So
Let's party. You
I'm
jerk.
going to
What's new,
I'm going
pussycat?
to read the texts that I had with my mother.
When did you do this?
This was just a few days ago.
That's fucking awesome. See, it's like we're in each other's brains. I had no idea, but yet I knew.
Yeah, let me find it. Okay, so here's what she writes to me.
Oh, they're
what
laughing.
What the hell is happening? Google just came on and said, "Let's party, you jerk," and started playing "What's New, Pussycat" by Tom Jones. I'm freaking out. So I said, "LOL, really?" She's like, "I swear." I'm like, "What did you say?" She's like, "Nothing. I texted you." And I was like, "No, did you say, hey, Google or anything before it?" And she's like, "No, I was on Facebook." Then she texted my sister. Let's find that. So she said the same thing. What the hell's happening? Google came on. She's like, I'm freaking out. Dana goes, that's terrifying. She's like, are the kids still there? And then she goes, no, nobody's here. It happened when it happened except me. She's like, I was on Facebook reading and stuff. And then she goes, it was spooky. It called me a jerk. So she got.
That's fucking awesome.
So it happened a second day, and she videotaped it and posted it on Facebook. And then the next day, finally, somebody kind of let her in on it, going, I think somebody's screwing with you. And they went on her phone and found the routine in her phone.
That's so wicked.
So I got found out earlier.
I was like, now that song's going to be her. You know, like in the horror movie where the song plays, it's going to be What's New, Pussycat. So that's the one that plays during the commercial. And then, you know, when the murder is around, What's New, Pussycat?
I think my one failure is I called the routine What's New Pussycat, so that made it very easy to find. I should have called it like Good Morning or something like that.
Right. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's a good prank, actually.
No, I was pretty happy about it.
It drove your mother insane. She's in a loony bin now. What a fucking prank.
Yeah. Oh no, she just flat
You
out
let it go
died.
for 14 months.
I don't feel bad at all either. It was pretty worth it. Let's talk about Lashana Lynch, who plays Maria Rambeau there.
Wait a second, Sarah, wait.
Yeah.
While you were telling your prank story, we missed Jude Law and Buddy, good-looking Buddy there, who's in all these movies.
Jaimin Hansu?
Yes. They were talking with Ronan the Accuser.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we did miss that. Wow. My prank was pretty good, though.
And I mean, so that is telling us that they're bad.
Yes. That is the first
Twist.
That is the first moment of the twist, too. And it's
That's
just
twist. And you ruined it. You fucking ruined it, just like my life.
Well, the people, they're either watching it or they're not.
I'm going to tell you guys something out there. I'm going to give you a little advice about watching movies. The first time you watch a movie, get fucking wasted.
Yeah.
Because now this is like a whole new movie.
Pretty much.
It's like way better than I remember.
Nice. But talking about Lashana Lynch there, who plays Maria, her next big thing is she's the new 007 in No Time to Die.
Oh, that's her.
She's Nomi.
That movie looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to have some fun with it.
I haven't even seen anything about it. I'm like, it looks awesome.
There's no... I don't know. To me, with Bond, there's no good or bad. Like, there's movies
There
you
just
enjoy.
is.
Yeah, there's movies you enjoy more than others and all that stuff. But it's like when it all comes down to it, it's just like, you're just watching a Bond movie. Who gives a shit?
Come on now.
That haircut does not do this woman any favors.
What could we have like a Top Gun beach volleyball scene?
I don't
Like
know,
on their
'cause
day
you're
off at the beach.
because those are like proprietary to Top Gun, which is why there's another beach volleyball scene in the next Top Gun.
Oh, thank God.
I lost my mind when I saw that Top Gun thing, and I'm like, seriously, they're doing it again? I was like, they didn't even change the sport. They're
Okay,
just
wait. Now we're talking about like a new age movies, right?
Yeah.
A new age for women. They're not going to be pushed around a boss around to do all these awful things.
Yeah.
Okay, if it was back in the 80s and they wanted to make one of these movies with all these half naked girls, if they were going to pay Brie Larson $15 million to be, would that be a problem then?
They would never have paid her $15 million. Like it.
Well,
That's
now.
yeah, but that's the thing is. They're doing that without asking her to do that. So to do that and then go, okay, now you got to get naked. She go, no, I'll go make $15 million doing something else.
No, she won't.
Yeah, she will.
Come on. She's not going to make Marvel movie money somewhere else.
She can go to DC.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
There are places.
Washington.
She can go to Star. She can go to Star
All the way
Wars.
to the presidency.
There's places
Star Wars
that'll
is
take
done.
her.
It's dead in the water.
Star Wars just announced their High Republic, which is kind of their new. This is the new set of stories we're gonna tell.
Ooh.
There's not really
It's
a lot
supposed
of
to be
information
way-
behind it.
I saw something on it too. It looked interesting, actually.
Yeah, they've got a lot of people together who are all kind of like game planning and stuff like that at this point and getting ready to tell the next story.
I still wonder. Do you think what's his name?
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. Do you think he's started his kind of thing yet?
I'm sure there's work being done, but he's also doing other work at the same time.
Right.
So
I
it's
wonder
kind
if
of like-
he's already got something. Kind of the idea of something already there that's like gestating. It's percolating.
Oh, I'm sure there's something.
He's a smart guy, that dude.
And if you haven't seen Knives Out, go see Knives Out.
Oh, that's a great movie. I really, really enjoyed that film.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite films of the year. That wasn't a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie. It's
I
very
still
rare
got to
that
see
I
The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
Is there any dates on the other ones?
I don't have any dates on hand.
How many Marvel movies we're getting this year? What do we get?
Eternals,
Oh yeah,
Black Widow.
Shang-Chi.
No, I don't know what else. And I think next year is going to be another Spider-Man. It's next year or the year after. It might be 2022 actually. And then he's going to be appearing in one of the Sony pit things, which is probably going to be Venom 2. Yeah.
With Carnage already.
Which,
Woody
by the way,
Harrelson as
I
Carnage.
saw some Woody Harrelson like shots on the set. He looks like fucking Archie, and I'm already out.
Well, he's supposed to be Eddie Brock or something, isn't he?
No, because Eddie Brock. Oh, I thought Eddie Brock was Venom.
Hi there, I'm not a Skrull. I mean, I'm your neighbor.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I told them they shouldn't have sent me.
I'm the worst one in every way.
Uh-oh.
Those boys. That's what he fucking looks like.
Oh my God. He looks friggin', he looks awesome.
You know who he actually looks the most like? You remember the Romeo and Juliet? Was it Baz Luhrmann or whatever?
Yes.
It's that one dude.
He looks like anybody that could have been in that film.
Yeah.
Man, female, or animal. Oh, fuck.
The look of the scrolls, it's interesting because it's kind of like it.
Plastic straw.
I know.
That's a no-no.
That's how you know it's the 90s.
Oh my God.
But no, it's the like these or the makeup. It looks very much like almost low budget, but not at the same time.
makeup?
Yeah, like it's good makeup, but it's like the kind of thing you'd see
in a Star Trek,
like,
The Next Generation or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I love this moment too because you have it's a really weird conflict of we've been thinking these are the bad guys the whole time and now we're starting to get a little
There's always good guys out there.
Yeah.
This is his life whenever the bad scrolls come out and when their master plan happens. I hope that he is involved somehow on our side.
Yeah.
And it'll be bad because people will be, some of the team will be like, you're one of the scrolls.
Yeah. God, he's so funny in this too. They're sitting there and who's that guy out there? All right, fair point.
Look at this. Look at that bum chin. Look at that Leno chin. Jay Leno's a scroll.
It's a Leno chin with like the deepest ass dimple I've ever seen.
It's like
park a car in it.
It's like if Jay Leno's chin made love to Thanos' chin.
You're not wrong.
Sweet,
You're not
sweet
wrong.
dimple chin love. Mm-hmm. Oop, kick it, girl.
Yeah.
I dig his like leather pleather vest thing he's got going on here.
Yeah.
What, like in a glove?
Yeah.
What?
I saw a video on Twitter that was just so hilarious to me. It was a guy, he put a bottle of ketchup on a table and he does like a really slow spin kick, and then you watch and you see his socked foot coming towards the thing, and then it grabs onto it because it's his hand in a sock, and he opens it up, tips it over, and pours some ketchup up, puts it back, closes it, and then starts moving, and then it goes back to the shot of him doing the rest of the kick.
Oh, like that bottle.
Yeah.
That stupid bottle opening challenge that people were doing.
Exactly.
Oh my God, he's got an allergy, just like the real her.
That's a flirkin.
A flirkin.
It's that's a terrible name for whatever that is. I assume that's coming from.
Oh fuck. Sorry, kid.
That would have been.
Mom was a scroll the whole time.
That would have been the best if that was the.
Oh my God.
Yeah, if that was the voice. They had, I'm sorry.
Sorry, kid. Just doing my job.
I do bad things sometimes. Oh God, a CD-ROM. Like literally everything from this. And I never even really thought the load times. I literally never thought about.
As they just awkwardly wait for the internet to do its thing here.
I know. But what's happening? I love how normal it is to them. But just the idea you think about this now, I never remember any of this shit from when I was younger. I just remember kind of how things are now. I was like, yeah, it was slower, but whatever. But then you see an old Simpsons where you see like the picture loading like one line at a time.
That's maybe the Internet King can help me get faster pornography. Yes, ma'am.
Pew 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 pew. Yeah.
I got a dogfight here.
This one has a lot of like both worlds too. It's got kind of like a lot of the galactic stuff and the more like I don't know, like more earthbound stuff.
I like that now we're starting to dig around out in the outer space.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm like it's so fun right now because it feels like such a reset with everything, because like everything is like brand new at this point. It's just like, oh, we're going to be meeting a lot of new guys. We're going to be telling a ton of new stories because we've been telling one story for 20 some odd movies. And now that story's done.
I think it's pretty brave.
I think so.
I mean, you got to give it up on something, but you can't have the same characters over and over and over again, because then it gets, I don't know, it doesn't get boring. Yeah, I guess it does get boring. It's almost like with the British shows where anybody could die at any minute.
Yeah.
No fucks given.
I know. Well, it's that thing. There's a
She doesn't even know that she could just crash and not even give a shit.
I know. Well, she wasn't ready. She wasn't in that position yet. You got to we got to get some reveals first before we know that. But the
nice.
yeah, she's dead. But
she dead.
She way dead. Oh no, she's fine apparently.
Of course she is. She's a Cree.
Yeah, whoopsie doodles. I'm a really bad pilot.
Yeah, this is like the 15th one she's crash landed.
This was directed by somebody else. And if this was directed by a man, and he's like, we're going to show how shitty women pilots really are.
Somebody in the movie, if I was you're probably in the bathroom at the time, but I should have leaned over to you there and went, women drivers.
Well, you probably did. It was like Todd and I have not been to a movie together in like over a decade, and it was exactly like the last time we went together when we were like
exactly.
like it was literally just like you lean over and you're like fucking. We're just like whispering at each other the entire goddamn movie. It's really ironic because like that's what we do now as a podcast, and yet still somehow I can find myself like locking into the movie a little bit better here. It's probably because of the subtitles we've got on.
Exactly. So she is playing her right now.
Yeah.
She's not really the High Supreme, right?
Well, she's Cree. I don't know.
She's supposed to be the High Intel.
She is Marvel. No, it's the High Intelligence is not a person. It's
it's like the midichlorians.
Yeah, no, it's basically it appears to you as like
right. It's like
whatever
their god, like their spiritual leader there.
Yeah. So she sees her because that was her mentor. Wait a minute.
Shit.
It's Watson.
Yeah.
The pew pews.
Uh-oh.
You're hot. I'm going to bring you back with me.
This is now? No, this was her remembering.
This was
because then they erased her memory so she would forget all this shit. So they would bring her to the disc. Give me the disc. You give me the disc.
And we're going to get another little bit of a thing here. This is actually the first person who gets her superpowers. Ooh. Yeah. This is the first person who gets her superpowers from something that is an Infinity Stone, because this is Tesseract technology.
Oh, because she already was tough, but now she's even tougher.
Yeah. Well, she's not. No, but she wasn't a Kree. Like, she got her powers. She was nothing. She was just a pilot. She was a human pilot at this point.
Oh, she was like half Kree or something.
No, she was told she was half Kree because she forgot everything.
I believed all the lies.
I know, right?
I knew I shouldn't believe.
So now she's getting her shit right now.
I told you, I don't. So usually, see, I went against my ultimate rule. Don't believe what white people say.
I know.
And I fucking believe them.
I know. Always believe the green people.
Fuck.
Like green people, like aliens, or like people who just got food poisoning. They know where not to eat. Oh, it's likely that she forgot everything.
I read about this.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was the one Infinity Stone.
Yeah, so the Tesseract created the technology that was behind that thing, because this is when S.H.I.E.L.D. still had the Tesseract, right? So in the comics, apparently, Marvel, who was a man, endowed his powers onto Carol Danvers, who then becomes Captain Marvel, all those types of things and whatever. But in this one, it ends up being Marvel as a woman, and then the thing she created is what turns her. And it's again to tie everything to the...
So did she just destroy... Is she now technically that stone?
She's not technically that stone, but she's of that stone. Kind of like Quicksilver in Scarlet Witch in this world.
Right. Oh, come on. Whose isn't?
Why are you mad at me about that? Yeah. I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you any of these lies.
Oh, now she's wearing a 9 Inch Nails shirt. Of course she's going to have a little bit of a...
She's angsty.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
It's the 90s. I know. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good way of...
So do yours.
Oh, those accusers. They're always accusing people.
I know. They're just point the finger, eh?
You know what the accuser's favorite game is? Clue. I think it was Colonel Mustard. It's like, you're always accused. Yeah.
Don't get the chick. Like, it's over. There's like 2 women. Is it a man or a woman? It's a woman. Click, 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 click.
No, I was going to say, no, the accusers don't ask any questions. They're like, it's Ron, the man with the glasses. And like, no? All right. What do you think? I think it's Ron, the man with the glasses. Nope. Why are you always accusing Ron? We're accusers.
You really got something against Ron.
Yeah, friggin' Ron. Did they have names? They must have had names.
So they wanted her to find that old stone.
Slam. Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's which stone is it?
It's the Tesseract, so the space stone.
The space stone.
So
his eyeballs are googling around in his head.
That'd be amazing. Okay, you gotta get in front of the mic because it sounds fucking horrible. There you go. You were beside it and then looking at it.
I'm so itchy, my lips so dry.
Mm-hmm. That's how I affect people, by the way. My wife said the same thing before she went to bed.
It's like when Dracula walks by the plants and they just wither up and like fall off. That's what happens with this guy. Oh my fuck.
I didn't even touch it. That's ugh. I've been having I had a day free of
life.
I know. I had a day free of smacking the microphone so far, and then we fall into it. It also just occurred to me at the same time how early I have to get up after we do this episode. Oh my God,
I know.
I was actually going to suggest a couple other things to do, and I was like, no, that's a fucking horrible idea.
I thought we were going to do 1 and 2 Thrones.
I wanted to, but I can't, for obvious reasons. I like that she has the thing that says, it says Monica because her daughter's name is Monica. I thought it said Maria at first, but it was glinting, so I couldn't see it.
No, it's because she loves Monica the artist.
That'd be amazing. It's her favorite friend.
Yes, she's like, yeah.
Her daughter comes up and she's got a Chandler necklace on.
They're huge. Yeah, they're just.
Could I be any more of a Chandler fan?
Man, they're still making mad cash off that show. I can't fucking believe it.
Well,
they said once it went off of Netflix, the sales of the DVD went like through the fucking roof.
Well, because they weren't sure it was ever going to freaking come back, even though HBO had already bought it, and now they're going to be coming back and doing the reunion show.
Or it's not even like a real show though; it's like some stupid
people
back thing or something.
Yeah, but people will give anything for that, and they probably all made a couple million just to do it.
Oh hell yes! What's your vector, Victor? Did they really need him in this film?
I think that it's important, honestly, especially this late in the game, to have something to anchor it to the rest of the universe. It's different especially if you're on Earth. If you're on Earth and you're not coming across anything that has anything to do with the series, it's weird.
He's like, you're in space. He's like, you're my guy. Like, why is this? What's he eating? Grilled cheese? I fucking love grilled cheese.
I love grilled cheese.
I think I'm going to make a grilled cheese when I get home.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. One of my great and horrible moments, when I was at work, they were just letting food trucks come into the downtown Toronto area. It was a whole licensing thing. It was a pilot project. And one of them was right by my work, and it was Gorilla Cheese, the grilled cheese place. I was first in line to get Gorilla Cheese, to get the thing, because I just happened to be when I got off on my break, and I was like, there's nobody here, so I waited, and they were opening up at right at 12, and I'm standing there, and the guy's like, we're ready to go, and a guy comes in from the side and just orders and just skips over the rest of us, and I'm like, what an asshole.
I would have said something to him.
Oh, well, it was by then he'd already ordered. It was already too late. And I'm like, and then the guy got his food, and then all of a sudden CTV runs over to him and is like, can we interview you for the news? Guy. And I'm like, what a friggin'
You should have very fastly got your grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Opened it and then slapped him in the face with the hot burning cheese on national fucking television.
It was great though, but I got to give the guy shit on Twitter because he outed himself. CTV posted
himself.
Well, no, but CTV
the grilled cheese blind butter.
Yeah, I know, but CTV posted the story or something like that.
Scandal.
And he just about the food truck thing, right? And then he responded, he's like, I was the first guy, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, you were the first guy because you cut in front of everybody, me being the first guy. And he's like, oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. This paper should have been on it. It should have been second page.
That would have been the
unbelievable.
best.
We are so sorry about,
the real first man.
You should have sued.
Oh, we're having a little color change fest right now.
Oh, sweet.
These are all based on different outfits or versions of outfits that she's had in the comics.
The other one was her...
including that one.
The one was her actual one that I know.
Yeah. Yeah. But, well, the one... There we go. Those are the colors we go for. That seems to work. How does she know how to run that? This is a great look.
I like it.
Yeah. See, that's the one I'm most used to. Or the basic
It's like
colors.
Wonder Woman meets Captain America.
Yes.
High five. That's
Which
what
is
I was going
basically
for.
what Wonder Woman was. Wonder Woman was Wonder Woman meets Captain America.
Yeah. Oh, look at the boots here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as any of these Kree guys maybe if I could make up Man or Mask, I could go as a Skrull.
Oh, man.
I wonder if they have those now, like those masked dudes. I wonder if they have Skrulls.
They might.
That'd be wicked.
I don't have to look into it.
That'd be wet.
Fire and
Uh-oh, there he is, hanging around some dirty old barn.
Mm-hmm. Let us do this.
See the whale on you, bro. Here we go. Kick his fucking ass.
It's so weird. I often look at Jude Law and I forget that he's not Paul Bettany. Yeah, no,
He looks so young still. How old is freaking Jude Law?
I don't know.
He's gotta be 50 something. 53.
Let's look it up.
I'm guessing 53. Oh my god.
Uh-oh, he fucking fooled him.
My shit.
What? That was a weird one.
That guy just sacrificed himself.
Yep.
Good dude.
He looked like you know, like some of the like goblins and orcs in Lord of the Rings. Well, like some of them just look a little more off than the other ones.
Yeah.
That's like what he looks like.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like when we saw him, I was like, oh, I like that way. They look a little bit.
Yeah. That's all right.
Oh, buddy. See, that guy he's a hero. That guy's a fucking hero in my book.
Yeah. No, I
He
agree.
took one for the team. Like he's just some fodder, like a Goomba.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's
just
47.
for Mario to squash.
He's 47 years old, by the way.
47.
There's Ronan. This is...
Yeah, wait, this is our second time seeing him?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first time as far as I'm concerned, because I was talking about a bitchin' prank the first time.
It was a pretty good prank, actually. He's picking bugs out of the cat.
Well, you gotta love something, right?
This is how you get this floor glog to like you.
Yes.
You pick his bugs out and eat them.
Oh, hell yeah. I love good.
There you go, see?
I'm sure that this thing is no different than any other cat, and you scratch it, you find just the right spot where it
fucking
loves
throw
you
this-
so much, and then it bites you.
Yep.
Actually. Talos in the comics is one of the only Skrulls who can't change form. But they just didn't bother with this one because they're like, it's kind of fun that they change form. And since he's the only Skrull in most of the movie.
So he can't?
No, he can in this, but he can
in the comics, he can't change.
Oh, here we go. Pew, pew, pew. This is basically what the Millennium Falcon ride is, by the way. I think.
Oh my God, with Captain Marvel, Sam Jackson's next to you swearing the whole time and a cat?
Yes. I hope that I just end up on the ride.
Yeah.
Like
should not be a hope. That should be, if you go there and spend all this money, that should be a guarantee.
Oh no, I'm going to be getting on the ride. That's not a problem. But no, I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if I like went there and Sam Jackson was like on the ride?
Sometimes they are. Like seriously, like when they went to Pirates of the Caribbean and Jack, what's his name was there?
That's
like
just,
for real, you know?
That's just him. Like he's just, I'm going to wander in every now and again. I kind of wonder where things are going to land with that, because basically he got all the controversy with Amber Heard, and that got him fired from them doing any more Pirates of the Caribbean. I feel like just the amount of Pirates of the Caribbean movies should have done that for him. But the
yeah, exactly, yeah.
But the
well, it's all coming out now that she's like a monster. I'll take you, girl.
Yeah,
I'll take you home, girl.
Yeah, exactly. I want to
get crazy on me, girl.
I'd like to get slapped around a little bit. If you don't mind.
God, I would love it.
Uh-oh.
And now they know, right? So then, he hit me. I did. That was good. It's about time somebody actually hit her.
Sounds like she needed to be kept in check.
Oh, look at this guy, like a mouth. It looks like
I don't know.
Oh, it looks like a big Transformer guy or something. His head.
Yes. It's Omnicron.
Yeah, or something. That guy was cool looking.
Imagine you find out that the Transformers are a part of this universe. They just start like putting the weirdest thing. It's like this and fried green tomatoes are all part of the same.
What? And fried green tomatoes.
It's just a post-credit scene for the Avengers movie. It's just an angry Kathy Bates comes in. It's like, we got to talk.
Who will Kathy Bates play in the MCU?
In the MCU, I have no idea.
Isn't there any ugly heroes? Why are they all like devastatingly good looking?
Because that's...
Even the bad guys. Like,
that's
come
a
on.
Hollywood thing.
Oh, there's the Tesseract.
But they were also kind of drawn that way, right?
It's like catnip to this guy.
Yeah.
They're not bad. They're just drawn that way.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying about being hot.
Oh, she just grabbed the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in all the comics, they all are hot.
Well,
too,
they can
right?
all,
Like,
everybody can hold the Tesseract because it's in case, like the stone itself is, you're not touching it, right? The Fonz.
That's, there's Buddy's favorite cube there, Loki's. Everyone's favorite cube, the Tesseract.
I'm very curious to see what Loki's deal too, because he's got the Tesseract again in that version of...
He's back. Doesn't matter what version he's...
That's the sound I make too when I'm like horny and looking for people.
Looking for people.
Just whoever.
Anybody, look, people show up.
There was a time before there were dating apps and stuff like that, and like online dating. So I would just go to the middle of rooms and just go with just the best of hopes.
And usually some green bitch would come over and
Now, is it sexist that I feel like he looks fine as a Skrull, but she looks like she has leukemia?
No, I think she's actually pretty attractive. But yes. You're correct.
But he is very sexist.
No way.
It's just because you see so many fewer.
It's like with the dwarves. They have bigger opinions than we have, or whatever he said,
Yeah.
right? Some people find it hard to tell the difference.
This is a heartbreaking moment. This is one of those daddy
Are
moments.
you my father?
Yeah, pretty much.
Does all of us Skrulls really look the same? No, I'm not.
It could literally be anybody.
Yeah.
God, my dad stuff. I hate that now because I used to just be so dead to it because like I didn't have kids. Now like that's all I think about when I see those moments. Which is I guess a good thing, having feelings, but whatever.
Having feelings is for losers.
It really takes up a lot of my time though.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like thinking and ugh.
She's all right. It's fine.
Oh, she's so jealous.
I know.
They know what they think about these Earth women.
Yeah. Yeah. Bunch of whores. Especially the
You've been
blonde
hanging out with
ones.
this Earth whore?
Yeah. That would be amazing if the only thing, like they weren't thinking anything about war or anything like that. She's like, have you been cheating on me this whole time with this bitch?
Would you be offended if you were a Skrull and your old lady was like, turn into this guy?
No.
You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
And it was your best friend.
I'd be fine. I would be fine if like my wife said that to me now with the inability to do it. She's like, turn into Chris Hemsworth. I'm like, well, I can't, but I will gladly staple a picture of him to my face for you.
I thought you were going to see your genitals.
And I was like,
So it's just his face over your dick.
and while we're on the subject, can you turn into Chris Hemsworth too? Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris.
Oh, look, they're
Chris.
bonding. Look. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, what are you doing with that cat?
Oh, schnit.
Kitties don't like it. I know everybody's always like, no, cats are meant to be carried like that and stuff. No, I've never seen a cat who's enjoyed that in my life, except like the teeniest, tiniest kittens when another cat is doing it.
Yeah. Well, you got to grab them. Well, we have to do that to my mom's cats because, like, they will not cut their nails.
Yeah.
You have to incapacitate them, and we're not allowed to taser them or punch them into submission. So that seems like the only humane way of doing
You're
it.
not? Wow.
That's why your cats are always so docile and wonderful to be around.
Sounds dumb to me. What?
Oh, so the bad guys are the Kree and the good guys are the Skrulls.
Yeah.
Punch, punch, angry face, punch.
I want to redo. You remember the movie The Skulls with what's his face? Why can't I remember his name now? Fucking from Pacey from Dawson's Creek there. Joshua Jackson.
Oh, oh yeah.
I was like, what if that was the Skrulls? And you like it was so he's like in this weird world, but it's because they're all Skrulls. That was their secret society. Did he just slit her throat with magic?
I don't know what just happened. He's got venom on her.
Yeah. I don't even.
Oh.
I was
I
trying.
thought I heard some Nirvana coming up here.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love this world that they created too for the for like the Supreme Being and all that stuff. Everything just kind of like auto generates and
Uh-oh. There she is.
I am choking.
Don't listen to one fucking word she says.
Yeah.
She's pretending. She's all like, I put those in your mind so that now you did it to me.
Oh, now Todd's dying.
Don't say it, you dirty hork.
She's just in here forever.
I'm going to bathe in moisturizing cream and grilled cheese sauce.
It's actually funny too. One of the things we see after is that her call sign is Avenger on her plane. Oh. And that's what gives him the idea to come up with the idea of the name Avengers. But in the comics, she called herself Cheeseburger. Her call sign was Cheeseburger, which I kind of fucking love.
Buddy, by now, don't you think something's going on with the cat? Like, for Jesus' sakes, man.
Yeah, you can go ahead and just stop assuming.
Yeah, like, don't you think by now when everybody's like, holy fuck, that thing is really dangerous?
Yeah. Yeah.
She looks like she would, like she's from Nebula Planet.
Well, no, I don't know. I think Nebula is a Kree. She might be. But she's so broken up into other things that you can never friggin' tell anymore, right? Gemma Chan, we didn't really talk about her. She was also in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. She was in Crazy Rich Asians. She's playing a whole nother character in Eternals.
Oh, cool.
Coming out. And I guess that's all right. When you're fully made up like that, it's probably...
oh, my God.
Yeah. By the way, if you do that to the real Annette Bening, that's exactly what happens.
She's Clayface.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's cool looking.
That's like that's if you mix a waterbed with memory foam, that's what happens.
It's like when Freddy pulls you under.
This is a corny moment, but I won't lie to you. I watched this with my daughter and I was holding on to her like pretty tight during the scene.
Oh.
Because it is like we live in a world where like we had tons of heroes. Right? Like very few, like with very few exceptions. Like you can talk about Alien or something like that, but not a lot of friggin' like 6-year-old girls were watching Alien.
They should be.
They should have been, but it's like...
I'm just a human being. I am just like you.
I'm just a human. Yeah, that's from Fear of a Black Hat. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
Always standing up.
Oh, she just keeps getting up.
And then
the man keeps knocking her down.
The next movie, she's going to go against a woman who's in a wheelchair. And all of these scenes, you're going to watch her stand up and then it's going to pan over and it's a girl in a wheelchair going like, you son of a bitch. Just constantly. Just like...
See, it's a little kind of a cheesy kind of
But that's
thing,
what I'm
right?
saying. Is it's like... It's too like it's
but
cheesy.
It's very comic, right? It's a very comic book moment.
It's a very comic book moment.
So she's not the Supreme Intelligence. Who the hell is she?
What's that?
She's not the Supreme Intelligence.
No, that's what I've said. The Supreme Intelligence appears as
right. So she's been fucking lying.
So it's like you said, like Jude Law goes here, he sees somebody different.
They're fucking with her.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Well, she's
a silly string?
Yeah, I don't know.
Human silly string is a super, like, they can't break it.
Yeah. No, I know for sure. So Jaimin Hunsu, who's obviously reprising his role from Guardians of the Galaxy as well, he has a bunch of cool stuff going on right now. He's in A Quiet Place Part 2. He's in The King's Man, which is like the prequel to The Kingsman. And he's also going to be in the Marvel What If series, reprising his role from this.
Sweet. He's gotten a lot of mileage out of that character there, eh?
Oh, God, yeah, man.
Got a lot of mileage.
It must be nice because you'd think it would be a very one-off deal, right? Just based on
you never know, man. We spoke about it before. Yeah. You never friggin' know, man. You sign up for one movie and they're like, they have 5, 6 more, man.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing. Do a good job. Prove your mettle. And well, I mean, he's proved himself time and time again. He doesn't have to like prove himself as an actor, but like you're part of the team. Shit. You're in for all this shit. Oh,
snit girl.
What? I didn't think you thought it. I didn't think you'd think of this. This is the lighter Phoenix. It's not the dark Phoenix.
Here it is. I'm so fucking itchy.
She?
Is she what?
I'm thinking, is she the most powerful of the Marvel?
I thought you were going to ask whether or not she was Maybelline or whether or not she was born with it.
She was born with it. Well, no, she wasn't born with it. We just proved that. But the
so it is Maybelline.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely Maybelline.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's like I'm trying to think. Like, is she the most powerful?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not Thor. Maybe not Thor.
I don't know. Yeah.
Thor is like mecha strong.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing. Like about the Hulk.
And now
it's like I feel like the Hulk can be beaten but not like destroyed. Whereas like other ones, I'm just like, I don't really understand. This actually is kind of a little play on Mark Ruffalo's line from Avengers when they're going after the Tesseract. He goes, "What does he want me to do? Swallow it?" Because Kitty swallowed it.
He's just like, what the fuck? Flirken.
I am not prepared for
this. That's like the German word for like monster.
Yes.
Tentacle porn.
Now,
Flirken, go grab my Flirken tapes.
Yeah. Now the thing is, do Flurkins look like cats and then have that thing, or did this take on the form of a cat?
Right, because they're kind of like the Skrull pet.
Yes.
Like a Skrull.
I have many a question.
Domesticated animal. Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Everybody's
You guys
sexy.
should just turn the fuck around. They don't understand yet. They still think she's got the old control collar on.
Yeah. I never actually looked up if that's the guy. I'm pretty sure that guy with the beard is from Game of Thrones.
They're like, whoa. Oh, she's hella powerful. I can't wait now to see whoever she's going to rumble. And I hope the Hulk gets his shit together because you know he's going to want to fight her.
Oh, God, yeah.
Just to spar, like, fucking lame-ass Professor Hulk, a little bitch.
I'm looking forward to... Yeah, there's so many like things to go on still. I'm curious too, like if they ever work out getting like a Hulk movie, like what are they gonna do? Is it gonna be now that they've like established him? Is it gonna be that, or are they gonna tell their own story? Or I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You thought I'd hear Gwen Stefani in an action scene.
It's Gwen Stefani. Right? Am I right?
You are absolutely correct.
Okay, that wasn't who I was thinking of. I thought that was Tormund Giantsbane.
She's not used to her powers yet.
It's like, hey, you gotta...
Because they were holding her back.
Yeah. And I can appreciate that, right? She's like, I'm going to give you the full force. And I was like, oh, that was not the full force. It's like...
You're toast.
It's kind of like when you go to fart and you shit yourself. Like, that's what she's doing with her
like
powers right now.
A space shart?
Yeah, a little bit.
She's not just sharting, man. She's shitting all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. The Nerf gun.
Nice.
I like...
Regardless of what weapon it was, that was pretty much going to be it. Why are you going to waste such a sweet game?
I know. I miss pinball. I haven't played a pinball game in so long.
There's a cool bar in Toronto. It used to be like a metal bar. Well, it's still a metal bar, but they have a whole row of pinball machines.
Nice.
And they're only like $1 or something.
I miss Troppy Golf.
Oh my God, Troppy Golf.
We used to go to this little arcade it was a mini putt place that was underneath our mall. And and it was...
They're good.
Yeah. Well, no, those two are bad. He's full, that's all.
Yeah, he's...
I can't remember. Goose had a different name in the comics too, and it was based on being like a different sidekick. I can't remember.
They all grab the cat like that, eh?
Uh-huh. Oh, that's why.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it's
because he's the
freaking kitty-ated. Oh shit!
Is that why they called it a flirkin? So he could pretend he was saying "fucking" on?
Yes, exactly. They
You
changed the name just to accommodate him in his potty mouth.
Probably. It's the only way. It's the only way he can friggin' operate like as a person.
What's his name in this again? It's like it's almost Jarrell. It's like Call.
Who?
Oh shit. Oh. She looked scarred for life.
Pewdie Pew. No, who are you asking? Whose name?
Jude Law's character name in this.
Jan Rog.
Jude
Law.
Jan Rog. That sounds like some style of like metal.
I feel like that's what stopped what's his face? That's what stopped Keanu from taking this role. He's like, I'm not playing a guy named Jan Rog. I'm too busy being Ted.
Yeah, fucking right. The Fonz.
That would have been the best if she's like, what the hell? Where? And she just started really acting like it was supposed to be there. It's like, well, no, seriously, I think I lost it. Come help me find it. And they start like digging through drawers and stuff like that. I had a similar problem with pepperoni today. I bought
we had to check all the drawers. Where's that pepperoni?
I bought pepperoni.
You found it under your pillow.
Yeah. No, but I might
He
as well
loves
have.
the smell of pepperoni when he's sleeping.
He took a bullet,
Oh,
baby.
Jesus. This looks like upside down giant Gwildorf's key.
It does
Look at
too,
that thing.
actually. Oh God, when are we gonna do that movie?
That's a real fucking movie.
We have we've had this conversation before, but every single time I think that we're beyond, like we're kind of getting to a point where it's like, oh man, are we gonna start running out of movies soon? Nope. I think about 30 new movies that we need to be doing.
Min bad motherfuckers.
That's like
so they're working for the bad boys.
And speaking of which, that sounds like a very He-Man name. That's Minerva.
So the whole thing, it is very He-Man actually. Yeah. She would like work for Evil Lynn.
Yeah, exactly.
Or no, they wouldn't like each other. They wouldn't like each other because Skeletor looks at her with his no eyes.
Yeah. No, Skeletor. That Netflix Masters of the Universe looks pretty badass. Mark Hamill's playing Skeletor. And,
what?
Yeah, there's a shit ton. It's
Mark Hamill.
It's an animated. It's like an anime thing.
Oh, and Mark Hamill is the Joker.
He is Mark Hamill. He's Luke Skywalker first. Joker maybe second.
No way. Yeah, okay, he's Luke Skywalker first.
Yes.
He is the Joker though.
He is the Joker. Yes. The Joker's a little bit of a different deal because, like, you can say he is the Joker, but you can say Jack Nicholson is the Joker, but you can say Heath Ledger is the Joker.
No.
You're not going to say that about...
Mark Hamill is.
Yeah, there you go. Fall.
It's a real Joker.
Just fucking fly already. Just do it.
See, this is what's tough now because, like, what are we going to do with her next? Because she's so powerful.
Yes.
She's so... I mean, the only reason they got away with it here was because, like...
Yeah.
Tom Cruise did all these flying stunts.
Yes. Actually, this looks like a lot like the scenes from Independence Day.
I feel like the end half of this movie, the last act, is a little, I don't know, I tacked on, like it became just like I don't know. I feel like the movie was going somewhere and it kind of lost steam a little bit.
Yeah.
It is better than I remember it, though.
Yeah.
But I feel like we've just gone into, like, this generic kind of, I already saw this with, like, Guardians of the Galaxy and, like...
Yeah, well, there's a lot going on. It's like, this one's kind of different because most movies usually have to find you, like the beginning is the slower part. Like, I mean, I don't find this slow, but I mean, it's just, I do understand what you're saying here. But it's that kind of thing of, like, the earlier bits of other ones are this kind of thing because it's like an origin story, right? Whereas, so it's like they're discovering everything. She's kind of falling into that now.
Right.
Like she's always existed as this, well, she's existed as this other thing already, but now she's become the true thing.
I hope that they show her maybe in part 3 or like one of them where she went during Endgame.
I
She's
think
just like, I got shit I gotta go do.
Yeah.
Which is like deal with these guys or something.
It's
I don't know
weird
where the fuck she went.
seeing Ronan without like the black makeup and stuff like that he puts on.
There was no time.
But yeah, it's, I don't know. Lee Pace, man. He's not done a ton lately anyways. I was looking at his thing and it was like well, it's funny because he was like in The Hobbit and he was in this and I was like, oh, it seems like everything's going to be peachy keen for him. He's done a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, I just feel like it should have been more.
Woo! She's like female Superman.
Yes.
Push, girl. Push!
Not it.
Push the giant metal cock of oppression. Get it out of there. Boom. See, she's a lesbian. Fuck you.
She's a lesbian. Fuck
Look
you.
at that. She's coming for you, cock boy. That guy looks just like him. Look at his hammer. She doesn't care how big your hammer is, buddy.
Uh-oh.
That's one. Yeah, he doesn't have his eye makeup on yet. He's not that hardcore.
Yeah, like but his face like looks kind of boring without it.
Hey, did you hear that I was looking up all these concerts, and they're doing the songs of John Williams at like the Opera House or whatever.
Yes, I did see that.
Like the Toronto Orchestra or whatever is doing, or some orchestra. I don't know if there is a Toronto Orchestra.
Yeah, there is.
Look at her. She's just like laughing, punching planes out. See, somebody's going to need to be real badass if they're going to have to fight her.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's people
there's
I've
lots
never
of
even
dudes
heard
out
of.
there.
That's
Oh yeah.
That's why I think that the next big thing. I think the next thing they're gonna bring in is going to be Fantastic Four.
Holy fuck!
Because I think A, Fantastic Four needs a good movie, and B, I feel like their ability, or like I feel their ability to like usher in the rest of the Fox universe is probably the best.
Ooh, I'd love to see Galactus, man. I'm hurting.
Yeah.
And then they can bring Silver Surfer in, and they can do that movie real, like Real Justice, that storyline.
Oh hell yeah!
Wait for it though, right? Don't fucking. Although we've spoken about this before, where like they can't wait forever. They can't do like 15 Captain Marvel movies, so you can do you know what I mean? Like sometimes moments have to be slightly rushed.
But the other thing too is like I think they're going to slip bits and pieces of the puzzle into stuff they've already got planned, because they've like you've seen their timeline. They've already got like the next friggin' 10 movies ready to rock. So it's hard to slip another one in there, right?
When it's all planned.
Yeah.
And
so it's kind of like, okay, well, the next few years are kind of spoken for, but we can start to lay the pieces down in like post-credit scenes and in like the odd little, like you see a thing in the background, kind of like, when they brought up Wakanda for the first time on like one of the random computers and stuff like that. You start to do that a little bit. You have like you make a mention of like Xavier's school for, special little boys or whatever they call it.
oh, look at him, eh? He's trying to flip it around.
That'd be amazing. And then she just totally falls for it. He's so good
They
looking.
go on vacation together.
I can't see me loving nobody.
That's the twist ending.
I'd be all over that. Yeah. I loved this moment.
Oh my God, she's gonna fucking wail on you, bro. I like that look she's giving him.
I know. I liked that because I guess originally it was scripted for them to have a big like knockdown drag out, and they're like, no, she would feel no need to follow his direction as to how this fight was gonna go. Boom. That is being a lady.
Whoa. That's like when Jennifer Connelly told David Bowie that he has no power over her.
Yeah, which was a lie. He has power over all of us.
Of course he does. Look at that bulge.
Still.
Come on. That bulge haunts me from the grave.
His casket has a bulge.
You think she really feels bad that you're going to go back empty-handed?
Yeah. She's like,
oh, this is where she goes.
Yeah. Well, she handles other planet problems, too. Oh, I'm doing it, you little bastard. You can't stop me.
Come on. Come on, girl. Feel the breeze. Take your top off. Oh, there it goes. Handsome woman right there.
Yes, she
fuck, here we go. Oh my God, here this is like the best part of the whole movie.
No, this isn't it.
Yeah, it is. Look.
Oh, it is too.
Look at this.
Shit. Mother Flurkin. See, I told you.
Oh my God, he's like the toughest man in the universe. That cat almost clawed his fucking eyeball out.
Well, and that was the funniest thing.
Bitch, like, that Flurkin.
And that's from...
That's a brutal scratch.
I know, but that was from... what's it called? Was it Winter Soldier? When he's like, last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye.
Yeah.
He trusted the kitty.
Fucking cats, eh?
Now, I wonder if when he said that, they knew that that was going to be what they did. Oh, she's wearing a heart. Oh, you are a dick. Ooh, identity theft is actually an important thing. We didn't know much about it in 1995.
This is it. This is what this movie's about. It's actually about identity theft and how fucking bad cats are.
Yeah. So is LifeLock, that company, are they Cree? Trying to get rid of the Skrulls, stealing our identities?
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, I think you just opened it wide up. Somebody punched that cat in the head.
We need to choose a side right now.
I was on the cat's side. I'm choosing whatever side the cat's not on.
Yes.
That's the fucking side I'm choosing, the bastard.
Yeah. Just reminds me of every other cat. So far, like,
He
so far
brought you
that's so
around,
par for
he
the
was
course.
nice to you, and just because he's talking to you, you're going to slash his whole fucking eye off.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. I remember, like, the one time with my cat. I was petting her for the longest time, scratching, like, just kind of in front of her tail there, like, just, like, at the top. And she was just, like, so into it, and she would, like, lick my arm while I was doing it. And I was like, she'd love it. And then just all of a sudden, she's like, yeah, I'm done with it.
She'd bite, yep.
I'm like, all right, cool. Whatever, I
Watch
don't
the
care about
signs, bro.
nothing.
You gotta watch the signs. She's got a hard shirt, our heart rules.
Yeah, I do. Well, that's where her heart is, too. It's in there in case anybody needs to know. Because she found out she's human.
Oh, keep the Tesseract on Earth.
Ooh. Marvel. It's all bullshit to me. The Marvelettes.
It's her female fighting team.
That would be oh my god. Could you imagine if that's something they would have done in the 80s? It's the Marvelettes and all the
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we would have. Like,
I agree. He sounds great.
Yeah. Like the scenes that you have in like Infinity War and Endgame where the girls all fight together type thing, that would be like a friggin' sleepover scene in like in an earlier version.
Yeah, pretty much.
They'd just be having a pillow fight and be talking about boys.
Just like our sleepovers.
Yes. That would be amazing. She keeps coming back and he's like,
oh my God, look at his eye.
Yeah, it's not in great shape.
That cat really, oh.
It actually really undercut, like the scratch to his eye at the moment really kind of undercut how bad it truly was. Cause like
he's blind.
He's legit blind to that eye now. But like you don't feel that in the first scene. You just feel like, oh, he caught across my eye.
He would have been way worse because that cat clearly scratched his eyeball too.
Yeah.
Unless the scratch wasn't that bad, but because he's a Flurgan,
although
his dirty Flurgan nails gave him like some Flurgan disease.
Yeah.
And it gets all like infected.
Yeah. It also sounds like one of the friggin' pubs around here. The Fox and Flurkin.
Oh my God. That could be like a Marvel inspired bar called the whatever in Flurgan. What would go with the Flurgan, though? I'm trying to think of one of these. The Skrull and the Flurgan.
That could be all right. I'm having a hard time, and it's just really kind of bad for audio to just be sitting here in silence thinking of nothing.
What are you talking about? They can hear us think. It's a podcast. Yeah. There she goes. That would be pretty cool.
Yes. That's a very...
Flying off. I
That's
wonder
a
how long
very
it's going to take
moment.
her. Didn't they say that she could do that, though? Like, she could...
Yeah.
She's kind of a gateway upon herself or something?
I don't know, something.
She can go so fast that she can... Pew-pew.
Oh, how you guys doing? You
a
good?
Big wave. She's giving the wave by.
You good? Yeah, we're good. We're good.
She's got her jacket on still.
Yeah. Yeah, you would think... That's the one thing...
flap when she flies out there? He's like, do a victory lap around the planet.
Spin it backwards and see if it goes back in time. God. Just anybody who hasn't seen those old Supermans, that happened in, was it part 2?
I think it was part 1.
Oh, God, either way. It's
after the earthquake happens.
She's pushing.
It was supposed to be in part 2.
Yeah.
But then they moved it.
Goddamn nightmare that thing was.
You didn't like that one?
I liked it for what they were at the time. But it's just one of those things when you actually think about it on, like, you look at it on paper now compared to like the things that we've been able to see, and you're just like, what the hell?
Ooh, it should go with the blue one.
Yeah, that was the first one that poked out to me too. It should have been, instead of like a proper like iris and pupil, it should have just been a middle finger. I'm surprised more people don't do that now. People who get glass eyes, like, put something in there, put a picture. Like a Pokemon, your favorite Pokemon.
Ooh.
They're still friends.
Someone told me at work that I reminded them of Snorlax. And I was like, what the fuck is Snorlax? And then when I went to it, it was like the biggest, fattest of the Pokemon. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, great.
Yeah.
I was like, that's just fucking terrific. Yeah. Although he was ultra powerful, though.
Yeah. He's a piece of shit in every possible way.
More eye patches?
Yeah.
Well, if there's her.
Yeah. That's exactly right. And then like, so that's actually must be quite disappointing to them then, because they go a long time before they find anybody.
Yep. There's mutants out there. They just don't expose themselves.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. I feel like Magneto's always exposing himself. Get out there. Hey, check it out.
If I can't get a Carol Danvers nude scene, I'll take Magneto any day.
Oh, God.
I want Ian McKellen Magneto.
Yeah. It would be so much better.
Oh, look, he's changing the name.
You know what would have been amazing is if her name was still, her call sign was still what it was in the comics, and it was Cheeseburger. And he goes, I've got it. Cheeseburger. The Cheeseburger Initiative. And then everybody's like, what are you doing? And they just make fun of him for it constantly. And they're like, wouldn't they be like people who are avenging us? Like, call them Avengers or something.
No way.
That would have been amazing.
Did you see that movie at the end there? It was some girl and some guy. She needed a man's help. That's right.
This movie was actually the first one scored by a woman, too, of all the MCU movies. So lots of that stuff going. And a woman, I don't know if it was the first time ever. I think it was the first time ever a woman won the Oscar for Best Score.
I think you are
Joker.
correct. This is a good movie.
Yeah.
This one's all right.
I enjoyed it.
It's all right. Like I said, I think the last act suffered. The beginning part was much better.
It's a fun world. It's a fun new thing.
I agree. It was a fun way to kill some time with your friends here at Miscast Universe Commentary.
All I'm thinking about is how I have to be up in 5 hours.
Oh, stop eating a wiener. Let's do another one.
All right, let's do a couple more.
Let's do
Let's just go all night now. That's where
Might as well.
That's the point I get to. Is like because I was like, oh, by the time I get home and get everything like cleaned up and then go to bed, I'm like, yeah, I might as well just
cleaned up. He
stay up.
means his jism that will be sprayed everywhere.
No guarantees. Yeah, it's a big fucking guarantee.
Oh, Juman Husu, what a career!
I know. I like this weird slow-mo. I like the look of these.
Yeah, it's a cool art
things.
style.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. It's like slow-mo mixed with pointillism.
They always get one like they are so good with getting actors, you know, like Jude Law and I mean, I wonder if it's kind of a bummer for them to give you, like, for Jude Law, like, oh, you're going to be a guy in the movie, but you'll die. Knowing that, like, you know, everybody that gets a character is they're in 50 movies. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's cool that you get to be in the movie, but you're the bad guy that dies.
But so many of them don't. Like, even Chris Evans was very hesitant to take on this, knowing he was going to be in multiple movies.
Right.
So here's our mid-credit sequence.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Which actually, this was directed by the Russo brothers. And what was interesting is that these guys never share screen time with, time on set with Brie Larson. She actually does not know. Like, these guys did this scene separate, and then she came in and was just CG'd in later, like, acting her part because they didn't want her to know who was still alive.
Right. They want her to pull a Spider-Man or a Ruffalo and fucking ruin it. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the Terminator arm has just stopped dialing.
Mm-hmm. Reboot it. Unplug it. Plug it back in. It's like
that's what I tell everybody that calls me.
Classic IT shit. Yeah.
Try clearing the cookies.
Yeah.
We're to back out, go back in.
You could take that cookie and stick it up your.
So she's not even there.
Yeah, she's literally just.
She looks like she's been hell bent.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like she's been kicking ass and taking fucking names.
Captain Marvel will return in Avengers Endgame.
Like she was just sitting down for a good crap. And the fucking thing goes off like she just fought a war.
I know.
She's like, oh, I've been holding this shit in for a long time. Big old Kree dump.
Gotta get this Kree dumps.
I think they wipe their asses the same as us. Why do they always look like humans? Why do the Kree from way the fuck out there look like humans?
I don't know.
Come on. Come on now.
I'm going to do something I normally never do just because it's such a long thing of credits. I'm actually going to skip us to the... Oh, my
God. You know he's tired. People.
Yeah.
Look at this.
All right. So bring yourself now. It's 2:02:46. I just hit us to, and now this is going to get us to the end, the final credits.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good one, I think.
Oh, that was in memory of a Air Force pilot who had died. I don't know if he was the one who consulted on this or not. It's a good old Nick Fury. Look at the size of that computer monitor.
Like the size of that computer-generated cat.
Yeah, well, he's not here because Brie Larson is not in the room. So this is a real cat that's throwing up a Tesseract. Yeah. Wait, you've never seen your cat throw up a Tesseract, please. I hear it at
Throws
night.
up the Tesseract all the time.
I hear it at
And then
night
one of the
all
other
the
cats
time.
is just eating it again before I've woken up.
And then inevitably, my wife thinks it's time to put the cat down.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Ew, who'd want to touch it?
Oh, and then he's like, now clean yourself up with your barf lips.
That's how they party, man.
Fucking cats, man.
Cats are pretty much the worst things. So
I
are
hope
dogs.
oh, man.
I
I
hope-
was so on that cat's side until he scratched his fucking eyeball
I
out.
know. Well, it's because it looked like Boris, your old cat.
He did, actually.
All right, guys, that is it for this one. Tune in next week.
Back in the MCU.
Avengers Endgame. Strap in. We're going to be here for a month together.
Wait
just
till
doing all of-
I'm going to savage this fucking movie.
I had thought about potentially breaking it up just because it's a long one again, breaking it up into 2 episodes. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I was like, it's the marathon, baby.
I'll break you into 2. Imagine that, 2
I'm planting
Joes.
on it. Finally. Now I have somebody who will be sexually attracted to me. All right, gang. Until next week, we will see you then. Bye-bye.
Later.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.